What's going on, guys? Love Smash back with an all new video for you guys today, and all the stuff that has popped up since the Kombat cast yesterday up until today has just been crazy for MK11. Now, obviously yesterday everyone should have known Kabal was going to be the character announced. Ever since we seen him zoom across the screen in MK Community Day, everyone was just waiting for his official reveal, which took place obviously yesterday. But what we didn't know happened a few moments later after the Kombat cast, when Tyler Lansdale actually said there's another stream taking place where Ed did an interview on that same day, but they're not revealing until now, where he actually said another character would be joining the roster. And minutes later, D'Vorah popped up. Now, looking at D'Vorah, I can honestly say I'm not too crazy about her new design, but it's definitely cool to see D'Vorah back, because I said in my prediction video, I think she's going to play a really interesting part in this new story. So, obviously with customization as well, they can always change the look of the character. She can get her hood back, which I prefer, like in MKX. So I guess we'll have to wait and see what the design choices are for her when it comes to customization, but we knew Kabal and D'Vorah were returning. Now, with that, some other interesting stuff to take place in the Kombat cast. The first one being that we are getting another Kombat cast next Thursday, which will reveal a female character. They specifically mentioned her. Now, a lot of fans are already speculating, saying it's going to be Jade, which was my prediction as well. However, I've been seeing a couple people also comment, and the guy in the stream that was with Tyler and Derek, I don't remember his name, but he had that grayish, whitish hair. He actually is a huge Katana fan, supposedly. And when they spoke to him and he said her, a lot of fans are saying he must be referring to Katana, which is a possibility, but of course we won't officially know until next week. Another interesting point to bring up is that we went from 17 stages in that build we saw at MK Community Day to now 21. More stages equals more fun, so it's going to be cool to see what stages are revealed at some point. But the biggest piece to come out, where Ed Boon was talking about character selection, and he mentioned Kabal and Baraka, where a couple characters we're going to see end up joining the roster are in that category of those characters, which pretty much told me MK2, MK3, Ultimate MK3, Mortal Kombat Trilogy, those are like those classic games, and Baraka and Kabal fall in that category. So to see characters, my predictions were Jade, Shang Tsung, Noob. I've been seeing a lot of people request Smoke, a couple people requesting Nightwolf, and we're discussing Kabal and Baraka. Ed Boon mentioned we haven't seen these characters in a long time, meaning they have not been playable. Obviously, we've seen Baraka and Kabal and characters like Nightwolf and Stryker and Smoke. We saw them in MKX's story, but they were not playable. We have not seen Jade or Shang Tsung playable since MK9. They didn't even appear in the story of MKX. We just saw them in character endings. So looking at that, you can kind of guess Ed Boon is kind of hinting at having a couple of those characters return, and specifically mentioning DLC. He said it was going to be really interesting and shocking, and I'm going to talk about that a little later towards the end of the video. And he wasn't just referring to that with the classic characters, he could just be referring to that in DLC in general. Obviously guest characters are a possibility, but more on that a little later. Now, that was just the news from yesterday. Today, we may have had another character accidentally leaked for MK11. Now, on stream, they posted this, which are essentially all kinds of trophies and achievements you can get. There's one, different fatalities done with Sub, fatalities done with SKA, which is Scarlet, RAI, which means Raiden, or could potentially mean Rain, but I'm assuming it means Raiden. One said, as you can see right here, ERR. Now, there's only one character in the entire MK universe whose name starts with the first three letters ERR, and that is, of course, Erron Black. Easily, if not the most, but one of the most popular characters to come out of MKX. Really not surprising to see him if he does end up joining the roster, which it seems like he is going to. It seems like he was just accidentally leaked through these achievements, which is really exciting. I loved Erron Black, my second favorite character next to Cassie in MKX, so it's going to be really cool to see him return. Now, the other thing I wanted to bring up is kind of in speculation. And Ed Boon, during MK Community Day, he did this interview, and I posted it on my channel, when he talked about how, you know, they use actual actors when they make the gameplay. They film actual actors doing the motion capture, and he specifically mentioned seeing a very familiar face at some point. Now, everyone kind of was speculating who could this end up being. Now, another interesting part to bring up is that on John Cena's Instagram, he posted a photo of Stryker, which is weird because, I mean, he kind of does look a little like Stryker in general, but why randomly would he post a photo? And Ed Boon has kind of been posting, or at least retweeting and commenting on these Boss Logic posts of actors portraying Mortal Kombat fighters, and I believe there was one with Stryker. I could be mistaken unless somebody just commented on that, but nevertheless, look at all the pieces lining up. A familiar face. He's tweeting a photo, or Instagramming a photo, I should say, of Stryker. Ed Boon's talking about how DLC is going to shock us. He's talking about classic characters returning that haven't been seen in a while. He specifically mentioned characters, obviously, like Cabal and Baraka were not playable in MKX. They haven't been playable for about 8 years now, since MK9. So is Stryker. Is it possible all the pieces are lining up and John Cena is going to be voicing and portraying Stryker in MK11, similar to how they had that Jax Carl Weathers Predator skin in MKX? And we also have Ronda Rousey playing Sonya and voicing her. I mean, that's pretty crazy. You saw like all the WWE and all the UFC people cosplaying at MK Community Day. So was this kind of like more of a hint to tell us something? Possibly, but if John Cena is really going to play Stryker, I'm not really a huge fan of Stryker, but to see John Cena play him, he's easily probably currently the most iconic and recognizable person in the wrestling game at the moment. So to see him at MK11 would be something pretty cool. But all the things that popped up, obviously, Cabal and Devora's reveal. We have the potential for other classic characters to be joining the roster at some point. Another reveal taking place next Thursday. We have more stages coming. Erron Black leaked. And of course, the potential reveal of John Cena as Stryker. I guess we'll have to wait and see on that. But for all the other stuff, let me know what you guys think in the comments. Are you hyped for this kind of stuff? Are you not? What are you looking forward to seeing in MK11? Anything you want to mention, please feel free to. But I want to give you the quick update today. Be sure to share your thoughts. And like always, for all the latest fighting game news and speculation, be sure to subscribe to my channel and follow me on Twitter. Thank you guys, like always, so much for watching. And I will see you soon with a brand new video.